I saw this jacket. It was just isolated on like the third floor, and it was loaded with fucking diamonds. I can't even fucking say it. Swarovski diamonds. Put that bitch on, and I was like, oh fuck, this is it right here.
Right.
You don't know how much that bitch was?
How much? 20?
Nope.
30? You might have to take notes on this bitch. Yo, Famous and Wealthy Podcast. We got my boy Jon Pena in the building, man.
Come on.
Eight-figure CEO, man, of the sale. Man,
KEVO,
what's up with the Louis Vuitton? The $7,000-8,000 Louis Vuitton fit?
Today, I kept a little light, nothing crazy, but top, bottom. I'll do a fit check. Yeah.
Yeah, fit check.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll start from the floor up.
Floor up.
These ain't Tims. These are Louis Tims. These are Louis Vuitton right here, little 1200. Okay. I got the Louis denim pants, Louis denim top, $11,000 Louis Vuitton pinky ring.
Damn.
Something light.
Okay.
And yeah, man, Louis Vuitton, my favorite brand. We spend a shit ton of money over there. They love us.
How much you think you spent in Louis Vuitton altogether?
Altogether, easily probably in the 700K range altogether, like including last year.
They be talking about me, talking about you spend so much at these designer stores. Can you explain to us why you spend so much money in the designer stores?
Yeah, I mean, most people, they kind of look against designer, but for me, I feel like, I mean, well, fuck. It does a pro because it's like marketing. It's like,
exactly, marketing.
All right, go buy a Lamborghini. Why? That's marketing.
Exactly.
Plus, it's also, I get to drive a fucking Lamborghini.
Exactly.
So for me, I love Louis Vuitton. So you got inner circles for business. Me and Mike got an inner circle. You got an inner circle, right? Sir. All these people got inner circles. Louis Vuitton, believe it or not, they have an inner circle. They got an inner circle. So one day we walk in, we had our team banquet, and I made a decision. I told Mike, I was like, look, I want to be all in on Louis Vuitton. I want to just make a commitment, and because it's all marketing.
It is.
Because then, guess what? They know Mike as the Lamborghini guy. Why? Because he bought fucking 5 Lamborghinis, right? Now, they know me as, oh, that's the guy who's always in Louis Vuitton. So it's law of association, right?
Right.
So what do I want to be associated with? Fucking Zara or Louis Vuitton?
Exactly.
I'm going to be associated with Louis Vuitton, the highest end brand, arguably on the planet right now, that's the most popping. So Louis Vuitton, I mean, I just feel like, look, these guys, these cats, they treat us very, very well. I mean, you went with us before.
Yeah, for sure.
When we walk in,
I spent the bag.
We spent a bag.
At least $100,000. I'm like, damn.
They take us straight to the back, straight to the VIP room. They get the champagne ready. They
Fashion
know exactly our sizes and
all that.
Everything I order in Louis Vuitton, I buy 2. Because they be running in like different sizes type shit. So they buy me one that might be a little bit too small or might be a little bit too big. And then boom, whatever one I pick, they tailor it to fit me exactly. And then I get that bitch in like a week. So it's crazy. But yeah, Louis Vuitton, man, I mean, we've spent a lot of money, but the benefit is it's the branding, it's the marketing, and then I get the plugs. So anything that comes early, me and Mike, we get the little PDF that shows all the early shit. We went to a fashion show in January.
Right.
So in order for us to do that, a lot of people don't know this, but you got to spend a bag. But
you do.
You can't just spend a bag on men's clothing, though. That's the caveat. You got to be spending money in jewelry. You got to be spending money in women's clothes, travel, bags, and in the men's clothes. So we had to touch base. And then the big, creme de la creme is all their chests. So you saw in our podcast what we got. We got a $50,000 Louis Vuitton chest.
Wow.
But it's all fucking branding, marketing, and it pays us back. Because not only on that, do we get to work dope drip, but guess what? We make content.
Yes.
And the content goes viral. Yeah, my most craziest piece, we went to New York, me and Mike. This wasn't planned. We got invited, though. And we went to a little, it was like a private showing, private viewing. And in that spot, we had 2 videos go viral. But one of the videos was $1 million bag, literally just on the shelf. It was a yellow bag made of fucking like some crocodile, some shit with gold. And that video, we did probably was like a 30-second shoot, million views. So I didn't have to buy the bag, but what do you think that video did for us in our business? Yeah. 1 million people see our eyes. We get to go and transcribe that into some revenue, right? Exactly. But on top of that too, that same trip, I saw this jacket. It was just isolated on like the 3rd floor. And it was loaded with fucking diamonds. I can't even fucking say it. Swarovski diamonds. Put that bitch on, and I was like, oh fuck, this is it right here. Right. You don't know how much that bitch was?
How much? 20?
Nope.
30?
Nope. 40. $40,000. So that's
the black one. I
the
think
black one. Yeah.
Oh, I seen you with it.
Yeah, $40,000 for that, for one jacket.
Wow.
And you know what the comments are all loaded with? Hate. But guess what? You know, they say if like, all right, you get 1,000 hate comments, but you get 100,000 likes. Well, I mean, the positive side outweighs the negative side. But all they're doing, these fools don't know when they're commenting, they're pushing the algorithm and they're just getting more people to see the content. So it's just helping me make more money. Exactly. At the end of the day, that's what it is. You know,
for people that's watching right now that don't know exactly how you make money, just break down exactly how you do what you do the best.
Okay, so it's been evolved. I say I've been in the internet game for 12 years. Which is a long time. You know, a lot of these cats you see right now, they've been popping off for maybe a year, 2 years. Right. But to do this shit for over a decade, bro, you really got to be good at it. And you can't fake no shit. So what we do is very simple. We give people a skill set so that no matter where they are in the world, no matter where they are in life, no matter what background they have, tall, skinny, short, black, white, it don't matter. We give you a skill set so that you can create a high ticket income with a high ticket skill set, and that skill set is sales. So we have an academy. We'll train you, certify you, and then at the end we actually go and we'll plug you in with our partnerships, and they go off into the world and they go close high ticket deals. So a motherfucker will do 1,000 Uber rides, make maybe 3-4K a month. We could show you how to spend 30 minutes on a phone call, 30 minutes on a Zoom, close a $10,000, $20,000 deal, make $1,000, $2,000. And we got guys doing that like clockwork, which is just like kind of the bread and butter of what we got going on. Yeah. The other caveat is we actually do business coaching. So we help people scale from 0 to 6 figures, 6 figures to 7 figures, and then 7 figures to 8 figures, which we actually have students that are in every single one of those categories, and we've helped them grow and get to those. But that's because we've done it ourselves. Yeah. You know, a lot of these coaches, they teach something, but they ain't really doing it. And one of those biggest spaces is like, you know, you see the trading guys. Yeah. They be teaching trading, but they don't actually be trading. For sure. Or you see the e-commerce guys, they sell in e-com stores, but they don't got a fucking store themselves. Right. For us, we teach sales, and we are really actually smooth with sales. Yeah. We teach how to scale an online business, and we are actually really smooth with making money online. And you've seen our office.
So, I was just going to say, with the office, when I went out there, that was probably the best office I ever seen in my life. Like, how did you guys get that idea of the structure of it? Like, because I felt like it was like the Wolf of Wall Street type of vibe. Like, everybody there, I was like, damn, that's crazy, because I never seen nothing like that in person. Like, how did you come up with that idea like that?
Yeah, so we coming off of COVID. It's like 2021. And I remember hitting Mike, and I was like, look, I'm in Vegas right now. That's where I was living at the time. Yeah. We need to build culture. Right. And I did network marketing, right? It might have a negative connotation, but I actually made a bag in network marketing too. Yeah. And network marketing, the thing I learned was they have really, really strong culture. So the best way to do that is in person, not online or in Zoom, right? Just like when you know, we connect, but when we actually meet in person, it's a whole different type of letter. Yeah. It's a whole different type of energy, right? Yeah. So for us, we knew, all right, if we want to have quantum leaps, if we want to go from making $500,000 a month to $1 million a month, we're going to need a team in person. And that's even more better to have the culture, but also the accountability. Because you could actually see what motherfuckers are doing when they're at the office 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. But when they're on Zoom, they're fucking making peanut butter sandwiches. They're taking a nap. Like, they don't really got that type of accountability. Right. So the office is something where it's our playground, though. And we want to build an environment where people want to be there because they enjoy it, not because they have to. Right. So I don't got to tell my guys, like right now, I don't even know what fucking time it is. It's probably 5 o'clock on a Saturday. I promise you there's probably guys there right now doing deals, making calls, doing demos, and grabbing money while I'm here sitting here with you. Wow. It's pretty wild. But that's the culture that we live, right? And a lot of people, they can't survive in that culture because it's you either win or you get pushed out. Just like for us, if, you know, you think of like the most successful people in the world, Tom Brady, you think you could pull up to Tom Brady's football practice late? That ain't going to happen because he's the fucking greatest in the world. Right? You think you can pull up to game day and you forget your cleats? Like, no, you're not going to fucking play. So for our cats, if you don't show up correctly, I don't even have to fire people in my business. They just throw in the towel and they tap out. But the ones that stay are the ones that become millionaires. And it's part of like our mantra. Those who stay long enough will become millionaires.
So what's the worst thing that happened like in the company, like as far as when it comes to like when you hiring people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and
look,
the worst and the best thing that happened.
So look, the worst thing is gonna be when you hire a cat, and he turns against you and he's on the inside. So personal experience, I've shaken hands with a lot of people, and I've shaken hands at probably with some people I shouldn't have shaken hands with, but we've had cats where internally for months they're growing and they're scheming to literally steal our sales reps, steal our SOPs, steal our processes, and go start their own shit and go and try and do it by themselves. Yeah, that happens.
That happens every
once
business,
a year.
I think. Yeah.
Once a year.
Yeah, even in mine. Yeah.
I had one person literally click, boom, one button and download over 150,000 list of names in our CRM, and then go off and try and sell our own people. But what I know is that shit ain't gonna last because it's one, we make it look so easy that people think they could go and do it by themselves.
Exactly.
But
they have to come back.
They have to come back.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got to come back.
Because like I said, y'all got the sauce. It's like even if they come, they think that they got it, but it's like, no, it's more than what they think it is. It's the ads, it's Mike, it's you, it's everybody got you know what I'm saying, they style. And
there are a whole fucking behind the scenes that people don't even know. Like, we got probably 150 people on our team right now. Yeah. But that shit's crazy. But the hardest part to find is loyalty. Yeah, it is. That is the hardest part to find. And for me and Mike, we're the perfect duo, and I'm gonna always be loyal to him. Like you can't, like, someone could offer me $100 million. If the caveat was I gotta walk away and Mike get zero, I'm not taking it. Someone could offer me $1 billion. If the caveat was I take all of it, Mike get zero, I'm not taking it because I'm loyal. Yeah. And a lot of these cats, I'm 31. Yeah. So we're bringing in the young guns, they're 18, 19, 20, 21, and we take them from pizza boy, cashier, fucking busser, whatever the hell, no job even, to making 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 40 grand a month. We got Russo who's on our team. He's making, he's had $60,000 months. But we have cats that get to the top and then they bounce out. And you know what the funny thing though? I was talking about this with Mike. I've never seen someone quit my team that was on the up, that was on the rise, that was winning, that was making the most amount of money. You know when they always quit? When they got the fucking low month, or they're in a bad part of their life, or they're going through some shit. They're not able to see it through. And true loyalty is known when it's tested.
No, for sure.
You think me and Mike ever seen a couple dark days, dark months, we ain't never had dark year, but like our goal is to do so well that our highs become our lows. Yeah. So right now, if me and Mike only do 50 grand a day, I'm going to look at him and say, damn, we got some fucking work to do. That wasn't the case 3 years ago. It was maybe, damn, we made 20K today. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was like, oh shit, we made a couple thousand today. I'm always going to keep going and growing. And that's why I have so much respect for you, is because you are the type of friend and mentor that is always going to keep us getting to the next level. Yeah. Mike, he bought a fucking $250,000 chain because you said, Mike, it's time to upgrade. Yeah. Right? And guess what? I'm over here thinking like, all right, I got to upgrade my shit. You know what I mean? It's time. It's time. You know what I mean? But it's fucking loyalty is one of the toughest things to find when it comes to this business and in friendship.
For sure. What do you think y'all goals are for 2026, which is right around the corner? Like, what's your plans?
So we'll close out in one business, 12 million for this year, cash collected. No fucking, it's not, contract value, cash collected. That's one business. Next year will be 20 million. That's what we're going to do. I'm not going to say if we do it, when we do it, we're doing it. And that's going to happen. The next thing is also creating golden handcuffs for our team, which is a positive thing, right? Well, let me explain. So, okay, you help someone make money. Okay. You want to really ask yourself, how can I hold this person down? And that's something that me and Mike have no problem doing because we're always going to hold each other down. But you got the young gun, or you got the cat who's been with you 2-3 years. We just had someone the other day. They're with me for 4 years, and he threw in the towel. He quit, gave up. And I don't want that shit to happen, and I take responsibility for it. But I want to create something to where people see not a 1 year future, but a 10-year, 20-year. I want motherfuckers to be at my funeral.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So golden handcuffs, we're gonna do that by a couple ways. I mean, one, always giving people the ability to see the next step. That's a given. You know, hey, you're a closer. How do you get to the next level? You're a sales manager. How do you get to the next level? Hey, you're a treasury director. How do you get to the CFO? Hey, you're a delivery director. How do you get to the CEO? Always give people next step.
Yep.
And then what we want to do is get real estate as a team. So we're going to have an allotment for everyone's checks that they have where they could throw into a real estate fund.
Smart.
And we all going to own property together.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard to walk away when we got 10, 20,
exactly.
30 million in real estate and your name's attached to it.
Exactly.
Right? No,
yeah,
for real.
smart as hell.
So those are some of the things that we can do. And then obviously we're really, really big this year on recruiting and hiring the best talent that exists. Because that's the ticket to ultimate freedom when it comes to building a 9-figure organization, which we done 8 figures. Now it's time for us, me and Mike got to go grab $100 million. But it's going to take the best talent. So I got to go recruit and get the Avengers of the internet marketing game, the treasury game, the delivery game, the sales game, and get them to be a part of my team so that we can go and ascend to the next.
Damn.
But that's what's different for a lot for me and Mike is you see a lot of these internet cats, they got Uncle Tony as like their payroll person, or they got 2 people on the back end. They don't really have a team.
Yeah.
Me and Mike have a team.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Me and Mike could go away for a year. And we could go in the bunkers or go travel and go fucking night mode or whatever. And we'll still grab over $10 million, over 8 figures next year. Because the systems and processes, the machine is there. It's there. It's intact.
Right. What do you think the most money somebody on your team has made in a month?
In a month,
yeah.
As a team member?
Yeah, like as a salesperson that's watching. You know what I mean?
I'd say over $100,000 as a salesperson. Yeah. And his young cat, and it's one of those ones where he grabbed the bag and he saw a shining object and he went towards it. Right. But over $100,000 is what we have people saying. And you got to think too, like when you come to our office, it's a damn near fucking car lot. Like people actually pull up and they're like, "You guys sell cars?"
Yeah, it's hella cars.
There's Rams, 3 C8s. There's fucking 3 Porsches. There's Mike's GTR. We got 2 G-Wagons. We got fucking 4 or 5 Lamborghinis now. It's not. Those aren't all my cars. They're 2 of them are. I got the STO and I got the G63. Yeah. Mike has his joints, but that's our team's whips right there. Damn. I ain't never seen anybody. And if there is someone out there, please show me. Like, let's go band for band, team for team. I bet you my team more put on than anybody's team.
I ain't never seen nobody.
Nah, no one's going to have that shit.
I can honestly say I haven't seen nobody. No office like that. The way y'all got y'all shit with the Lamb going crazy and Louis like that. I ain't seen it.
Nah, it's different.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's crazy, man. But, this is why for us, we pave the way so that the young bucks can go and have a shortcut to this type of lifestyle. Right. Because you don't know how I actually met Mike, but I grew up in a little small farm town. Like where I grew up was less than 20,000 people. I'm gonna put in perspective. There's only 1 high school where I grew up, and there's only 1 junior high. Damn. Like that's it. Like
that's small.
Like for real. Like people are like they're in like a 2-month relationship. They're like, hold up, wait, that's your cousin? That's my cousin too. And it's like,
shit. So for people that's thinking
it's that small, bro,
being in a small town, I can't make it because where I'm from, you showing them it's possible right now.
I'm here, bro. Last year we did an event. We brought all the whips. I hired 15 barbers and we gave out 300. It was like 200 free haircuts to kids in the community. I put that on. Me and Mike, we did that shit because it's not just about making money. It's about giving back to the community.
No, for sure.
Right. Yep. But growing up from that small farm town, we were different. When I say me and my brother, we were bred a little differently. My father was a Marine, but he ain't had no money growing up. He worked at Burger King, right? And then he finally got into corporate. It took him a really long time. My mom was an assistant at a real estate office, but we were bred to be champions. So no matter what we did, we would be successful in it. So for us, it was sports and athletics that got us to like that next wave. And my brother was really, really good at it. So long story short, my brother, he became a 2-time state champion in wrestling. Less than 74 people in mankind walking this earth ever in time have done that shit, right? So what does that tell you? Like, we work fucking hard. That's not my my feet. That's his. But still, I grew up in that type of environment, right?
Yeah.
So we went off, and we were raised to go to school, get good grades. What happens after that? You get to a good college. What happens after that? You then have a 6-figure potential corporate job. Put me anywhere on the planet Earth, pizza shop, I'll be the best pizza cashier. Put me in corporate, I'll be the best in fucking corporate. And that's why I love Mike, because wherever he was, whether it was in selling dogs or in corporate, he was number one. We've coincided with that, right? So my brother went to Cornell University, which is like me saying he went to Harvard, he went to Yale. It's Ivy League type of shit, right?
Right.
He was in wrestling, hurt his hamstring, had to figure out what was next. He ended up discovering network marketing. And then from there, he got me into it. We grabbed a little bag, and then that faded out. And then he went to Grant Cardone's office, and he worked as a sales rep over there, my bro. And his cubicle mate, who do you think that was? Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was with Mike, and they were doing sales together, and that was a real tough environment. And I look at my team now, and the environment that they went in to win and get deals compared to now, they had it way fucking harder. Like my guys have a database of 150,000 leads. Like my bro and Mike, they had to go and surf and find their own fucking leads and actually go on the internet, cold call type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So they got their black belt in sales. And long story short, Mike on the side was doing websites, and he brought my bro into the picture. And then I was in college when they started this business that exists today, same one. And they moved to San Diego. Mike was born and raised in San Diego, so that's why my brother was in Miami, actually, and left to San Diego. And he called me and said, yo, I met this cat named Mike. Here's what I'm doing, and I'm going all in. I'm moving to SD. I know my bro. State champion, fucking valedictorian, number one in whatever he does. I said he would never commit to something he didn't believe he could be successful in.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, all right, I'm going to be 10 toes down with my bro. I move out to San Diego, and I meet Mike Barron for the very first time. And you got to think, like, every year we train about 1,500 people, me and Mike. And
damn,
that's a lot. You know what I mean? So you got to think about today in this world, a cat that sees Mike's Instagram, Mike's social media, Mike's success is Louis Vuitton, multiple Lamborghinis, mentees, people on our squad that are grabbing a bag, driving Lamborghinis, and they say, okay, I'm gonna believe in this guy, and I'll invest. Now, think back in my shoes. When I met Mike, we were broke. We had no money. We had to literally all carpool to the office. And matter of fact, I lived in the office because I couldn't afford anything, and I lived on an air mattress with my brother, and I shook hands with Mike, and he said, hey, one day, we're going to be millionaires. One day, we're going to drive Lamborghinis. One day, our families will have everything that we want. But I can only pay you $50 to make this logo. You in? And I said, I'm fucking 10 toes down, dog. Whatever we got to do, I'm here. I'll grind. We stayed up from every day. We wake up at 5 a.m., go to sleep at fucking 10 p.m. And we worked on the business during the day. And at night, we worked on ourselves, and we did development so that we could get to the next fucking level.
So y'all didn't have no distractions. Y'all was just straight working just to get that bag, basically.
It was smaller than this room that we're in right now, bro. We were just dialed in. And you got to think, back in 2015, there was no blueprint to make $1 million online. There were cats that had like kind of popped off, but in an individual, spontaneous way. Like Ty Lopez didn't really have like a full-blown blueprint, arguably, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was different. Like, it wasn't like today. Bro, if you're not making $250,000 in today's world, like, what are you doing?
You're distracted.
You're distracted, bro. You're not focused. You're not locked in, or you're complacent and you're happy with where you're at, right?
Exactly.
So for us, though, we were getting to it. Like, every day, I didn't have any money. I learned how to live off of $5 a day. So my bro and me, we both pitched in $5, and that got us a gallon of water, garlic bread, and a rotisserie chicken. And I ate that shit for fucking 8 months, and I lived in the office. And then every 6 to 8 months, I leveled up. I got more skills. I was able to upgrade my lifestyle, and I took the chance every time I had it. I created pressure on myself so that I could get to the next level by force, not by, oh, let me save my way to $1 million.
So let me sit here and learn as much as I can. Lock myself in this office and let me sit and learn.
Literally. And doing whatever we could. And the biggest thing that we did was, I mean, luckily Mike and Nick, they were tapped in with sales. So we had no leads, we had no marketing, we had no money, we had no credit, nothing. Right. I didn't have a daddy that could give me a fucking business loan that could co-sign. I couldn't go to the bank. We had nothing. Wow. So what we did have though was the skill to get on the phone, close some deals, and make some fucking money. And guess what? In our first 12 months, we locked in Conor McGregor as a client by cold calling. And I'm here, little 21-year-old John 10 years ago, and I'm managing and operating and running Conor McGregor's website. Wow. It's pretty fucking wild. But you know what that did?
What?
It catapulted us to the next level because now it's law of association. Like I said, even with the LV, it's like, hey, now we have more leverage to get more clients because I'm fucking rocking with Conor McGregor.
Damn. So how did that even come about though?
Mike and Nick, they did what they did. They cold called. There's some like crazy, it wasn't too crazy, but it was like, you know, you go on GoDaddy and you can actually reverse search who owned the domain and you'll get a phone number. And boom, right. They cold called their way up. Mike was on the phone with Chief Keef back then. Like, and Chief Keef, he was crazy. He was like, nah, man, you got to pay me to do your website. And we were like, nah, this guy crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
damn.
It was a minute ago, though, bro. But a lot of history, and that's why I love Mike because, look, it takes a lot to find a person that is so like you but not like you. Yeah. Like me and Mike, we're totally different. Yeah. Like, and you know, you spend a lot of time with Mike, you spend a lot of time with me. Like, we are opposites. And I like to also be the beacon that, like, you don't always got to be like the wild, crazy. Yeah. Very composed. I'm calm. I'm not, you know, I'm in the corner. I'm doing my thing. I'm fucking locked in. I'm laser focused, right? Yeah, like, people don't know, but I really know my shit. Yeah, you do. But I grab a bag. Right. Mike grabs a bag, and we're like fucking the perfect. We're Batman and Superman, bro. We getting our shit. Yeah, we doing it. No, for sure. Yeah, we doing it, man.
That's insane. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. When I first seen y'all, I'm like, damn, y'all going crazy with all the cars. And I remember y'all took me to Lamborghini, and they were like, they just knew y'all instantly. Like, y'all do y'all plan on getting any of the newer cars that's coming out? Yeah. So Revolto is next. That's going to be the next one. I seen a new one it starts with a T, I think. What is that? I think they said it's like $2 million, I guess.
Yeah, but that's wait, no, you talking about the Temerario? Because that's the electric joint. I don't really fuck with the electric.
Okay, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's yellow, right?
Oh, you're talking about the one Travis Scott got.
Yeah,
that one's crazy.
I want that one so bad,
bro.
That one's
great. Hey, well, you can have it, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think we're gonna be at it. I feel like if it's $2 million retail, they're gonna shoot it up to like $6 million.
It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Yeah. I'm curious to see where Lamborghini goes though. But I'd say hands down that is the best supercar out of Ferrari, out of McLaren, Porsche. Lamborghini is the best when it comes to look, aggressive, and when it comes to sound, aggressive. It's the best Lamborghini. The best
I want to ask you because I know that y'all able to go up there and grab any car because they was trying to just throw y'all cars when we were up there, right? So how important is credit to you?
Credit, I mean, bro.
Like, how did it help y'all company?
Look, there's levels to credit, okay? And I'm not the credit guy, but I've spent a lot of time working on my shit in the background because, look, it'd be kind of stupid to just go into a dealership and do all it'd be kind of dumb, right? But to even be able to afford these types of cars, bro, like, people don't know, like, you actually got to have the bank statements to do this shit.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
Yeah.
So for credit, I've spent the last 10 years working on the three categories. You know, you got your personal credit, you got your car credit, and you got the business credit.
Yep.
Credit is something that helps you leverage the ability to invest, and I consider a Lamborghini investment into yourself. Now, look, don't go get a $10,000, $20,000 credit line and go straight buy designer. Like, that's kind of stupid. Yeah. Like, go get a skill and then use that skill to go make a shit ton more money. Right. So for credit, you need to have credit if you're going to be in this game for the long term, I'd say.
Right.
That's factual. And especially if you want to really dance with these supercars, you got to get your credit right, bro. You got to. You want to buy a $5 million home, $10 million home, like $20 million, you got to have your credit right, bro. It's necessary.
So do you have any old friends that you can say that's probably that you grew up with in high school that's probably like, damn, what's up, John, bro? You're acting weird now, and you know what I mean? Like, cause you know how like you have that you got high school people, but when you start getting money, you kind of like gotta focus, you laser focus. Do people be hitting you up like, bro, what's up with you and stuff like that?
You know what's funny? Like, throughout my come up days, I really isolated myself from a lot of people because
Oh,
anyone who is not on the same wavelength as far as like mindset or like growing, I kind of said, all right, what good is it to give you energy from me if you're not going to help me get to the next?
Right.
But there are a few handful of people where I stay tapped in, and there's even homies back home where I gave them the shot. Like I called them and I said, yo, this is going on. I didn't have all the receipts though. I didn't have a fucking Lamborghini. I didn't have a 8-figure business, but I knew what I was doing, and I knew the people I was locked in with were going the right way. So it's funny because, I give them some of these opportunities, and then now they circle back. I got voicemails, I got text messages, DMs of like, damn, bro, I still got the voicemail when you called me, or I remember when you hit me up and you gave me the opportunity. I wish I would have jumped on. Yeah. So no, people be tapping in, but it's a small town. Believe it or not, though, they still hating though back home.
Oh, for sure.
It's a given. But I get love too. But what's crazy? Ain't no one ever fucking hate me in person.
Never. Same.
Never, bro.
Never, ever.
Never. Online, little side chats. Like one of my homies, he's our full-time security, and he went to my high school actually.
Yeah.
But when I did that free haircut shit, and I did it for my city, did it for my town, bro, the city paid nothing. The school system paid nothing. Like, it all came out of me and Mike's pocket.
Yeah.
And just to ship the cars alone, it was 10 grand.
Wow.
Bro, people don't know that. But it's funny to see these people still stir up the pot, talk shit, and do what they gonna do. But, and it's funny, I saw one of them at the car show, walk by. He didn't say shit. But in the chat, he was popping off. But people fake, bro. People fake, man. But you'll find out who's real when you really start to spend time with people. And that's why you got to lock in with someone who knows where they're going and understands the value of mindset, information, and really just getting their financial situation right, but also their mindset.
So how do you guys deal with people? Like, I get a whole lot of DMs from people, right? Even some people come up to me on the street and be like, hey, man, I want to tap in.
Yeah.
They DM me all the time talking about they want to tap in. All messages from 2020, 2021, 2022. How do you guys deal with cappers in a DM, or cappers that like you seen in person that want to be like, hey, Mike, hey, John, I want to work. Like, how do you guys deal with that? Like, later on, like.
Yeah, well, first off, anyone who's ever willing to show love, I appreciate it, whether they can afford it or not, right? But the difference with us and most cats is to get to me and Mike, there's a whole
process,
filtration system.
Smart.
Like, the only way to really get to me or Mike is you got to be in the mentorship, or you have to invest, or just so happen to walk past me at the office, right?
Yeah.
But people who DM, they'll shoot a message to Mike, and sorry, Mike, but it's not Mike that you're talking to.
Right.
Like 99 out of 100 times, it's not Mike.
Yeah.
It's someone who's handling Mike's messages and seeing if this person is serious or curious. Right. And then once that person seems like they might have the right values, or they might have the actual intention to get to the next, it goes to our sales team, and then they go and do the whole spiel and really see if this person is about getting to the next, or they just want a freebie. But for me, I don't really value free.
Right.
You think about people who get things for free, homeless people and people in jail. Like,
for sure.
What is free? What value is free? Like, my first pair of sneakers, if you save up for them, you're going to treat them a whole lot better than if I were to just give you a brand new pair of Jordans. You're going to beat them up. You're going to play basketball in them. But if you spent your time, money, and energy getting them, you're going to get those bitches with a toothbrush. You're going to make sure they're icy every single time.
No,
but
for sure.
A lot of people, they cap. But on the other side of the fence, though, too, there are people
who spend that money.
Yeah, they're really serious about getting information so they can get their situation into a more ideal scene.
So I meet a lot of people now that be just they don't really be having the funds up front, but they definitely can get funding and stuff like that. Do it. You think you got more people that tap in that who have the cash, or more people who be needing the funding and actually be happy that they invested to actually scale up? You know what I mean?
It's a mixture of both. Obviously, the ideal scene is someone's ready to go and they have capital, right?
Yeah.
But we have a system to where we have something for everybody. So if you ain't got no money, you ain't got even no place to live, we have programs where they're free, and you can watch these videos, you can watch that content, you can plug into a community, and you can get to the next step. But every program that we have is designed to help people elevate and make more money so that they can invest 500, 10,000, 25,000, because it just makes sense, right? Like if I help you go, you invest in a $49 program, I help you make 1,000. Well, what do you think will happen if you invest 1,000? Or if you invest 10 grand and I help you make 100 grand, what do you think will happen if you invest $50,000? We're going to help you make even more money and turn up even more, right? So every program that we have is calculated and built out to where we put people in a position where they have the right information, they use it, and they can apply it so that they can get to the next level and make more money.
What do you think that holds most people back?
I'd say a lot of what holds people back is themselves to begin with, because people have been bred off of their own patterns from their childhood, which, cool, you could say it's their fault or not their fault, right? But if you go to the store and daddy says, no, I can't afford that, or no, you ain't going to be this, you ain't going to be that, like subconsciously people take in that information and then they translate it and operate with it in their adult life, and they don't know how to confront it, right? So that's one way. A lot of the other side is people in today's world, they listen too much to the outside that the source that's right in front of them, they're still going to go to their Uncle Bobby, their Uncle Tony, their fucking random guy on the street, and they're going to listen to them instead of listening to the source. But for me, what I learned from my mentors is never take advice from someone you would not trade lifestyles with. Yeah, like why? Why? So, all right, you're divorced. Why would I have you help me about my marriage? Okay, you're broke. Why would I ask you how to make $1 million?
Right.
But it blows my mind where people, we call it third party, right? Boom, they'll tap in. I love it. Whoop-de-whoop. Let's roll. Then they go home to their girlfriend who works at fucking CVS and says, nah, I don't think that's real. It's a scam. You shouldn't do it. And then homie backs out. Right. But that's why for us, if you're going to rock with us, you got to let us know. You got to let us know now, or we don't really want to rock with you. Because if you got to think about it, it ain't going to work out. Right. It ain't going to work out. You're going to overthink shit.
How important is mentorship to you and to people, you know, who you think that's, who do you look up to all the way? Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like when it comes to mentorship.
I mean, well, first, obviously, I got to give my flowers to Mike. I want to be where I am, bro.
Big Mike?
Big Mike, bro. I look up to Mike. Mike, you know, he's 10 years above me, but that's my brother. That's my family. And I talk about loyalty. And I can't tell you how many people looked me in my eyes and said, hey, I'm going to be here forever. And then next week they're out. Next year they're out. Like, Mike never will ever have that problem, that issue with me. Dark room, a loaded gun, knife, it don't fucking matter. I'm riding with my boy. I'm riding with my dog.
Big Mike.
And Mike has taught me so much, not just about being a businessman, but I see him with his kids. I see him with his wife. I see him with his friends. Like, that is a person that I look up to and that keeps me grounded, but at the same time pushing to always be a better person.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I just
team
Mike,
player, Big Mike in the building.
Love you.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. Like,
yes, sir.
That's what you got to find. You got to find someone that's willing to always one up. You know, for us, we have these big ass days, you know.
Yeah.
And we'll do 100,000 a day, or we'll have a $1.2 million month, $1.4 million month, and cool, it's a little celebration. But me and Mike are like, all right, what's next? How do we make?
That's how I am. Yeah,
200,000 a day.
That's
like,
how I am.
Hey, this chain's cool. This
I want to get it. That's
cool.
how I am. I be like,
Bro,
I need to get a better one.
next?
I need to get it this. I be like probably stressing myself out. Even when I just bought a watch, I'm like, damn, well, they got a $600,000 one. They got an $800,000 one. They got a better car. So, but people be like, bro, you just got that. But I feel like that keeps us pushing and pushing and pushing. No, which I know for a fact that's how you and Mike is. So y'all gonna continue to grow because you guys are not just comfortable. Y'all like, man, we finna keep pushing. We finna keep going.
Bro, comfort is the enemy. Comfort is the enemy of achievement. That's gonna kill you, bro. And that's what a lot of these young bucks, you know, these little guys that we put on, they get comfortable, and then they think they're the man when they're making $20K a month. They're driving a nice car. They finally buy, the starter Rolex for $5,000, and they think like, okay, I'm the shit now, and shiny object syndrome. And then they go and bounce out. But no, I mean, even when I got my Lamborghini, I got one of the last STOs in the nation. So the STOs, for those that don't know, it's a Huracan, but it's the highest level Huracan you can get. I mean, it's literally built for the track. Like, If you see one, like, you know, okay, that is not a regular Lamborghini. But yeah, that first moment when I drove it home, I was already in my mind thinking like, what's next?
Yeah,
what's
that's
next?
how I am.
Like this is cool, but what's better?
Yeah.
I still enjoy. Don't take that for like me not having grace or being grateful.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely grateful.
For sure.
But I don't get too stuck in the moment, the present, and I'm always like, all right, where am I going next?
Yeah.
And that's what keeps me and Mike so fucking hungry. You know,
Yeah.
we dogs in us. Like, I could easily say, all right, check the boxes, multiple years, multiple 8 figures. Like, let me go to Puerto Rico and fucking hide away and just, you know, take my family there. But I got a lot of work to do, man. Me and Mike, you're looking at future billionaires. Like, that shit's gonna happen.
For sure. So you believe that everybody who is like getting money right now, if they don't got a mentor, they should have a mentor, basically, you saying?
Bro, you have to have it. You think me and Mike don't have mentors? You look, I look up to Mike, but me and Mike, we will go and drop, you know, obviously, look, we drop some bread with you.
Yeah,
like,
and
we not one to flinch.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say, KEVO, tap in, KEVO this, KEVO that. Like, I ain't flinch ever. Like,
for sure.
Because we believe in you, and we believe in what you do, and like, flowers to you and everything you got, because you also push me and Mike too. And we love that shit.
Yeah.
But we've Russell Brunson, 150,000 for his mentorship. Fucking Myra Golden literally wired 50 bands to him. Like, we believe in mentorship, dog. Like, I fucking Louis Vuitton, I invested, you know, $500,000 in 1 year for some mentorship. You know what I mean? Mentorship, bro. If you want a real shortcut to success, obviously it's get access to the right information and operate off of that information. And then the superpower is proximity. Get a mentor, but if you could be close to that mentor, they gonna put you on, bro. Like, bro, if I lived in Miami, I already know. I don't, but we be out to dinner, we be doing some shit together. You already know, bro. Like, it's the most unlikely duo ever, probably me and you. But, you know, we have some fun, man.
No,
and I respect that shit.
No, that's smart. Like, I always tell people, like, if you can get, because I know how Mike works. If he gets around you, he gonna take a little bit from you, a little bit from this person, a little bit of that, and then that's the whole reason why you paying to take something from each situation.
Facts.
In a ball, turn it and go from there. You know what I mean? And you keep building up off of it. But I notice a lot of people, like, y'all are real successful, I'm successful, but a lot of people who are like juggling, it's because they're not taking pieces and pieces and pieces from everybody to make, you know, everything work together.
No, that's facts too. And I say I would recommend you hone in on one cat though.
You gotta focus.
Or one industry per se, right? Don't go spend $5,000 on e-commerce. Next week, go learn how to day trade. Next week, go learn how to do credit card, like real estate. Like, really lock in, because in today's world, we're so blessed. No matter what you do, as long as you stick with it, you'll be successful.
For sure.
And the reason why I don't believe people are successful is they don't stay long enough to get the results that they want. Right. And they also underestimate the effort required to win. That's why people blow out. That's why people quit. That's why people don't see success. They underestimate that shit, right? It's a cat who ain't never been in the gym. He's 50 pounds, 70 pounds overweight, and he wants to spend $10,000 in a fitness program, and he thinks he could still eat fucking Twinkies and go to the gym. It's not going to work. Right. People think, oh, I'm going to go learn credit, but I'm never going to spend time to actually understand what it means or how to use it or how to leverage it. They think just paying for it gets the job done. That's not necessarily per se. Like, you got to actually study this shit, and you got to be obsessed with it. And whatever lane you choose, for me, I'd recommend people get into sales, because that's something where no matter what background look like, you can be successful in sales. For sure. Yeah. And that's facts. And it's something where, too, you have the most ability and control on your income. Yeah. And you could make $10,000 a month if you want. You can make fucking $100,000 a month if you want. It's all possible.
So somebody that's watching right now and they wanted to join you and Mike's inner circle, what would it be looking like?
Yeah, so look, here's one thing. There's a lot of mentorships out there, but they'll give you a percentage of the data, and then when you get to the tail end, it's like, oh, you actually got to get this to get the full scope. We lay that shit all out, and we give you everything that you need to be successful and to get to the next level. So for those that want to rock, our mentorship, inner circle is $25,000, $50,000, depending on how you want to rock and which way. But look, is it worth it if I can help you make $1 million? Absolutely. If you make $10 million, absolutely. But we don't just hold your hand to the finish line. We actually fucking carry you, and we are with you step by step. And we're very scientific with this shit.
Yeah.
Like we've built funnels together. Like we've actually done shit. And everything we give is tried and proven and has actually worked. Bro, we got funnels that have done over $45 million online. Like, no cap. Like, the awards are in our office. You know, the fucking bank statements are there. Like, we made Inc. 5000 with this type of technology. And to be Inc. 5000, a lot of people don't know this, but they go through 5 years of tax statements and they go through 5 years of bank statements just to even be awarded that type of medal and honoree. Yeah, and we didn't just make Inc. 5000. We made Inc. 500. We were 332 fastest growing companies in America. Me and Mike.
Damn.
That type of shit.
That's
so
fire.
Would it be worth it if I could help you shortcut and show you, no, don't go that way, go this way. Hey, here's the exact play, here's the blueprint, but also having resources. I mean, bro, you're gonna turn up with us. Like,
for sure.
And the big thing is when you really turn up, like, we treat you like family. Yeah. And that's big. Like, bro, Miguel's here. He fucking been rock with us. Willie here. Like, these are our inner circle students, bro. Yeah. Like, none of these motherfuckers once took out their wallet this whole trip because we ain't going to take care of them. I'm going to take you to dinner tonight. You ain't going to take out your wallet. I'm going to take care of that shit. We can go have some fun at Komodo. Like, that's family, dog. Yeah. But it's about getting to the next and helping people fast track their success and cutting out all the bullshit and showing you what actually fucking works and also holding you accountable with the right resources. And we're going to have some fun along the way. Right. It's a no-brainer, bro.
So 25,000, that's a sweet deal. 25 to 50,000.
Yeah, it depends.
Basically. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good,
we
though.
We can lock in, bro. We can lock in. And look, for what we do and how we help, it's a fucking no-brainer, dog. Yeah. But look, no matter what it is, I'm looking for people that are serious, they are committed, and they want to get to the next. And right now, as I'm saying with KEVO, it's December, middle December. What is it? December 14th? Yep. I know for a fact there's people that are watching this that are thinking back to where they were in 2024, January 1st, December 31st, and that regret they did not take action, that regret in the situation that they are, that regret they had no growth, that regret they might have even been in a worse place, that regret that when they did have that opportunity, that door open, they closed it on themselves. Yeah. But we don't work with anybody. Like, if you're going to tap in and you're not going to really take this shit serious, it's all good, keep it. But if you really want to get the right resources, the right mentorship, the right guidance, the right accountability, shit, we'll unload everything, roll our ships out. But I really only want to work with 5 people. That's the KEVO. Like, for me personally, I don't work with anybody. Yeah. Mike really taps in, but I'm willing to sit down, tap in, and show people the actual blueprint and work with them so that they can turn up in 2026, because that's what it's about. That's good. So if you want to work with me, tap in at learnwithjon.com, and I'm going to get you right. So learnwithjon.com. We'll get you right. Usually this is a $1,000 program that we give out, but on the strength, I'm gonna let, probably 100 people. I'll cut it off after that, but I'm gonna choose 5 people out of those to actually pull in, work with. Yeah. And shit, we might be you might be at dinner with KEVO, you might be at dinner with Mike. Like, we're gonna really tap in. We were just on World Tour last week.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we really get out there.
For sure.
We really get out there.
So look, where can they find you social media wise?
Yeah, at Jon Pena on Instagram, JONPENA at Jon Pena. Yeah, tap in, follow, throw me a DM, and I'll get you right.
Yes, sir. Famous and wealthy.
Come on, peace. Yeah.